Our calendar tells us to remember Juan Diego, and we have several things here. But we don't have the prayer, the oration, or at least I haven't been able to find it, or didn't even search for it, as well as the reading, so our books are not yet updated. But it tells us here about San Juan Diego. In 1531, Our Lady appeared 4 times to a native convert, Juan Diego Cuautlacoatzin, meaning the talking eagle. And he appeared at Tepeyac, near Mexico City. A member of the Chichimeca people, he was perhaps a leader of his own people and may have been involved in the area's textile industry. Quite a celebration for the whole nation, the whole America, the whole continent. So who's this Juan Diego? We need to know a little bit more than just that, you know. But Juan Diego was, as I said, from that Chichimecas, the Aztecs, and we know this town, you know, and Cuautitlan, which means Tlan is the city of, Cuaut is eagle, so Cuautitlan, and the land of eagles. And of course, there his name is Cuautlatoatzin, the one who speaks like an eagle. And remember that the eagle is the intermediary between heaven and earth. So he's a messenger, a divine messenger who's speaking to us. And when he was, when Our Lady appeared, he was 57 years old. He was not a child. And I was wondering why all this, when they translate the Nican Mopoa, they would say Juanito, Juan Niñito, como si fuera un niñito, a little child. He was not a child, he was 57 years old. He was already a widow. His wife, Maria Lucia, had died already 2 years before that. But 4 years before that, at 53, he was converted, he was baptized and received the sacraments and so on. Also, he was extremely, extremely well educated. He was no peasant. He was well educated. And he may have been a priest as well for the Aztecs as well. It's that how much of a training he had. Also, he had, believe it or not, 20 wives. And in order to be converted and receive baptism and receive the sacrament of matrimony, he had to give up the 19 of them. And he selected Maria Lucia. But, you know, he not just dismissed them. Oh no, he apportioned and provided them with their land and so on, so they could go live in dignity, and just chose one. And so on. So he was 57 by the time, and then he was 74 when he passed away. On the same year, believe it or not, as the Fray Juan de Zumarraga, first archbishop, that died. Of course, Fray Juan de Zumarraga went back to Spain, and he died in Spain, but it was the same year. Juan Diego, a very humble man, and that he lived there in the church that was built. But I don't know why they keep on saying this thing, you know, Blessed Juan Diego. This is still from the old, and they put here hermit. He was no hermit, but he was receiving all the pilgrims there. They came by the thousands and thousands in there. So anyway, he most humble man, all known for his holiness, and he also did a lot of penance. And then he would intercede for Our Lady, because he would just tell them about the apparitions, and then they would say, "Please pray for us." And also, one of the other things that they write in the other Nican Moctecpana, the other writings, that he was in the hermitage there, or the church on top of the hill, and that he would be sweeping daily the church. Now, as people think, sweeping, but that's the most worthy job, task that a person could have in the temple. It is like consecrating, saying Mass, taking care of the temple, then sweeping in the Aztec mind and all that. So anyway, what else shall we say about Juan Diego? And the tradition was that many people say, ojalá mi niño sea como Juan Diego. Hope that my child be like Juan Diego. That's all was on the lips of so many indigenous people, that because they recognize his sense of holiness. Anything else? The proximity, the closeness then that Our Lady wants to be with us, with Juan Diego, is that he's on the tilma. I mean, what closer can you get to the person that be imprinted on the very same tilma? All right, let us then continue, because we're going to have another meeting right after this. Let us continue and ask the intercession of San Juan Diego, that we may learn more about his virtues, his holiness, and why he's so well venerated. And there was never a period in which there was no veneration for San Juan Diego. There was always, almost 500 years. So there's also another great miracle in that. And of course, he's the first indigenous saint of this continent.